My name is Desiree Arriaga, and this is my August 3rd story. On August the 3rd, was actually talking to my mom on the phone. She was on the way to go pick up my grandma, who lives in the Selena apartments behind the Walmart. And I remember as she was driving along Viscount, she had looked up and she said that she had seen a lot of helicopters and there was a lot of cops and ambulance and fire trucks on Viscount. And I remember her saying, I wonder what happened. I just want to get to my mom as soon as possible. So as soon as we hung up the phone, I called my mom, who had already arrived at my grandma's house, and I told her, you need to leave. You know, those ambulances, the helicopters, the cops. Got my grandma into the car immediately and headed out of the parking lot. I did call her 5 minutes later just to see what had happened, and she said, I can't get out because everything is blocked. And I told her, well, head towards Hawkins. So she did, and she's like, okay, I'm trying to find an exit. So she finally found her way out through Montana, and she said, I'll call you when I get home. And I said, okay, just be safe. So we hung up, and then I turned on the TV, and then that's when we heard the news. So there was just so much media with different stories. So of course, being part of the MacArthur community, because my kids do attend MacArthur and Burgess High School, I had actually reached out to some of my friends who are volunteers at the school, if they were okay, if they were in their homes or if they were out there shopping. I didn't know that at the time, but we were just making sure we were texting everybody. We were seeing where they were, if everybody was okay. And those text messages were going back and forth. So I had actually stopped my husband from going to EPCC because he was headed that way on his bike. And I told him, you can't go out. So he sat there. We watched the news. And of course, with tears in our eyes and that fear. And we're just hoping that everyone was okay. And I still have that feeling of fear whenever I go to a store. I'm always making sure I know where the exits are. And it's not only the store, it's actually when I go to the gym. Actually, when my kids are at school, I have that fear that they are all well prepared, as the school does prepare them, but you just never know who's capable of harming the community.